this book is the first book of its kind that deals with the history of the Dominicans in Latin America in English. So it's the first one that is so comprehensive and that includes so many voices. And in fact, in terms of the historiography of the Dominicans in Americas, it comes at a third wave, so to speak, of historiography, one that most of the people who are writing are from countries in Latin America, the United States, and Canada. Before that, other waves of historiography was heavily populated by scholars from Spain and Europe. So that has been
actually we have no Europeans. They're all from the Americas. All these scholars, and the bulk of them are from Latin America.
Yeah. Now, if you hear the chapters that were contributed by thematic area, when we made the presentation for the Dominican province of Mexico on Saturday, they have an Institute of Dominican Studies, and one of the things that they mentioned that called their attention is how the book opens with women and the order of preachers. That was surprising for them. Traditionally, in other collections or monographs, the focus, especially with the Dominicans, is heavily on the theology because of the heritage of Thomas Aquinas, scholasticism, and the influence of scholasticism in colonial Latin America. But here, really, this was different, and that the reason, to a large extent, why this was different is that more than half of the scholars who participated in the project are women. So women scholars are heavily represented here in the volume. I think that, again, this is also a credit to Sister Cynthia Folquer, because she has been coordinating a network of scholars, historians, and most of those scholars are women who are writing the history of Catholicism, of the Dominican Order in Latin America.
I think worth saying too about what Sister Cynthia is doing as well. She's also part of other circles of scholars. And one of the other particular circles of scholars I find very interesting, she's part of a network of women theologians in Latin America, which would include the Caribbean, of course, Mexico, Central America, South America, which would also include Brazil. So what you get with that, those circles of scholars that she's working with, whether it's on the conventual life, women's conventual life, women's religious life, but also women theologians, those circles, and I hear about this indirectly through her and through other scholars, it's a very dynamic and growing cluster of scholars that are working on theology through women's theology. They're deliberate, they don't use the word feminist theology because that's a little more of a North American term, and I've had to be educated and kind of drawn into the way of thinking. It's doing theology from a woman's perspective. That's the way they're doing it, but it's a very robust circle and a growing circle of women that are doing this, and others who are sympathetic and allied with that work.